Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing CSS Battle Daily Target for August 8th, 2025. Okay, so I think this is one of those targets where you could handle with either Flex or Grid. Flex I think is going to be a little bit easier, but when I see that, I'd like to solve it both ways just for fun. So let's do that. We'll start with Flex though. So basically we're going to have a container for these two elements, container for these three and these three. Set the body to flex, give each of these container these gaps, set the containers to flex as well, right? And of course justify content align items, center for everything. So here's the container to the left. We're going to have those three rectangles in it, using the letters of the alphabet to name my divs, to cut down on my character count. Then we need another container here, two elements inside of it, and then finally we can just go ahead and grab that one, put it here. All right, so the body, A and C are all display flex. We can use justify content center. And align items center. Okay. Body, give it a background in purple. And A and C are going to have a gap. I'm going to guess 30 pixels. And then B and D will have a background color of this cream color, or yellowish color, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do D first. Set the width and height of D. That's going to be like 60, height 160. Oh, that's pretty close. I was totally guessing there. 70. Oh man. Hold on here. Okay, so our gap is off. Let's fix that first. Oh, that's perfect. Great. All right, so then we need C. His width is going to be the same as the gap. Uh-oh, what happened? Hold on. Something got a little funny here. I must have deleted something. Sometimes you can make a syntax error and it'll just like subtly break this. It's kind of annoying. Why is that doing that? It's still doing that. Because I should be looking at B. That's what's breaking it. There we go. And then height of, looks like 160 divided by 3. Oh man. That should be easier. Oh, I don't know. Let's say 60 for now. Why is that moving? Just that one is moving? What the hell? What? That is so weird. That was not. It's just this one. What is the deal with that? Not over there. Oh my gosh. Maybe they just did that to try to keep us honest. Frankly, I think that's really stupid. Alright, whatever. We can fix it. We'll change this to E. And then all you gotta do is add E here. Add E here. And then we can just give it a little bit of a margin at the bottom. It looks like 0.5. No? Why is that not moving? Oh, maybe it's a lot. Two's getting rid of it. Alright, whatever. That's so silly. Okay, but there we got it. We solved it. Let's get rid of the comments. Put everything on one line by getting rid of all the white space, hitting Command D on a Mac. As always, be careful while you do this. It's easy to delete something you don't want to delete. And then we gotta get everything on one line. Oh, you know what? With this new situation here, grid is actually going to be a total pain. I mean, I can solve it without doing that. I think that would be maybe worth doing, but I'm not doing that. That's kind of a pain. Anyways, let's submit it. Cool. That's a great score, 100% match. And actually, we might be able to do the same thing we just did. I've just never done that with grid. We're putting a margin on that. But anyways, let's go ahead and try this. Shouldn't take that long. Alright, so we just need basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divs. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each one need to be different. All right. Let's create our style tag. First thing I'm going to do, and you know what, when you're working with grid, it's always smart to comment these out and work on them individually, because there's all kinds of default behavior that's going to happen once you set the body to grid. But what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to set, all the background colors to the elements. There we go. Body. Display grid. See what I mean? Backgrounds. purple. I'm gonna get, well, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the default margin. Anytime I'm using grid, I always do that. Sometimes I'm doing flex too. Okay. So now by default, A is taking up the entire body, right? All right, so we need to set up our grid, columns, and rows. Let's do the columns first. Oh my God, I already forgot. I believe this was 30 pixels, right? Or was it 20? I remember that was... Man, I've already forgot. Doesn't matter. Set up grid template columns, 20 pixels. Yeah, we can just test it right away, so, okay. That's good. 20 pixels, 20 pixels, 20 pixels. So how many is we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we can do, use repeat. Let's look at this real quick. Okay. So repeat. Sorry. Let me use this very often. Okay. So first number is the number of times. So 6. And then was there a comma? Jeez. Sorry. There was a comma. 6. 20 pixels. Alright, good. And then I believe the next one was 60 pixels, 20 pixels, 60 pixels, and then repeats 6, 20 pixels. All right, so now we can look at A, and we can test all this out. So grid column, I'm going to try to diff on all of this. So that was 1, that's good, 2, good, 3, good, 4, good, 5, good, 6, good, 7, not good. Right, this was 70. So this is 70. Maybe just check one more, just want to make sure that gap is the same. Yep. All right, and that this side is the same as that, so we're all set. Okie dokie. So now we need to do the rows. I'm gonna guess that's 70. Grid template, rows. I'm gonna guess 70 pixels. That's correct. And then his height was 160, and that was 60. So this is 50, 60, and then 50. I think we're set. Let's put this over here so we can see it. Turn the diff on. Grid row. 2, good. 3, good. 4, good. We don't need 5. Okay, piece of cake, right? Now that we have that, it's a piece of cake. So, grid column, 2, grid row, 3. So we just need to get every div in its spots. And this is the one, I'm curious if this is going to work. I'm curious if we can use margin bottom here with grid. I don't see why we wouldn't. I haven't worked with grid as much, so forgive me if that's obvious for some of you out there. Oh, you know what? And what am I doing? This is a ton of these are going to be on row 3, so not a ton, 6 of them. But that's enough to definitely more in doing this. I'm just doing this all now. F G. 1 second. H. All right, then. Okay. Now we gotta uncomment this. And let's see if this works. Margin bottom 3. No. Darn. It's moving it, but it's kind of like. I'm just curious what this even does with grid. Yeah, it's not letting the top go any further. Could we position relative bottom 3? Ah, that works. Did it work? Just 3 last time. Oh, I know. I think I know. No, I don't know what's going on. It's too much, that's why. There we go. We're good. Now we just gotta finish all these. Grid. Column 6. Grid. Column 9. And actually, let's do these. All right, D. Row is 2 through 6. Nope. 5. And then so is E. Okay, and then D, almost there. Grid, column, 5, nope, 7, and then E is grid, column, 9. I'm just going to comment all these out. G, grid, column, 10, almost there. H, grid, column, 12, last one, column 14. Oh, swing and a miss. I think we just have one. We need one more div. Change this to I. Alright, we're all set. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get everything on one line. So our flex is 370 characters. This is definitely going to be more than that, I'm predicting. Divs on one line. Let's get rid of the white space. Deletes. Oh yeah, not even close. Well, let's go ahead and submit it. Cool, 100% match again. Our score went way down because we got like 220 more characters. Anyways, hopefully you found this video helpful and enjoyable. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again real soon.